Hi and welcome to Nathan's Garage. Well, after doing the Mercedes brakes last week, I thought I'd keep it highbrow and European and go for the ultimate driving machine, the BMW. So, with a budget in mind, I went for the cheapest I could possibly find on Craigslist and found the beauty we have right here. So, it doesn't work, it runs, but it doesn't actually move. We're going to go for the clutch, so let's hope it's not a clutch and just a master or slave cylinder. But hey ho, let's start. So here she is in all her glory with Bodie, the workshop dog. Very important part. 93 BMW 325i E36 model. Previous owner kept it nice and clean. So I like to see somebody who was proud of their car and keeps on top of maintenance and things like that. But on the inside, stick. Probably the most important part. Look at the interior. It's insanely good. Headlining's a bit saggy, but you know, whatever. So yeah, super stock. Never been really messed with too much, and also, as I said, never been washed either. When I bought this car, the family said that there was a problem with the clutch throwout bearing, but after a bit of detective work in the trunk, we find brake fluid. Now the clutch and brake are all one system on this, run by brake fluid. So I think I know where I'm going to go next. They say detective work isn't an exact science, and it isn't, because I was wrong. It's not the slave cylinder. The throwout bearing is really noisy, so transmission out. Let's do it. So clutch is out right now. I got told that the problem was a throwout bearing. Listen to this when I press it down. And it also slows the actual tick over of the car down. Okay, so super exciting developments in the clutch. We can now call it a saga with the BMW 325i. The level of failure can only be called catastrophic or even titanic. Doesn't end well. So I'm pulling the transmission out. First of all, seeing clutch fingers in the bottom of the bell housing. Never the best thing in the world. But even more, you can see all these shavings, these little specks. So I thought, let's see how good the throwout bearing is. Not so good. It's in two pieces. First two-piece throwout bearing with various sheared pieces of nastiness inside. There's not just one finger missing, there's lots. Several. So we shall pull the clutch and see what she has to offer. Okay, so here's a couple of tricks that I used to get the clutch pressure plate off for starters. I ground a V into the top of this piece of metal here, put a bell housing bolt in there, and then held it at right angles to the actual teeth. I put the V in the teeth, and that held it enough to actually get the pressure plate off. I tried that with the flywheel bolts and that didn't work. So what I did was drill two holes and put two pressure plate bolts back in, and then put a bar to the ground. So whenever I applied anti-clockwise torque to any of the bolts here, it just pushed the bar into the ground. So a free option. Flywheel is off and there's no rear main oil seal leak, which I thought there was because there is such epic amounts of oil around the bottom. But I think it's actually, if we can do it, I think it's actually rocker cover. I think everything is coming down from the rocker cover, surprisingly enough. Okay, so that's going to get done with all the rest of it. There we have all the carnage. Toothless wonder pressure plate, the little teeth lying beside, and the two-piece throwout bearing now. And it's a BMW clutch. This car shows 234,000 miles on the odometer. Now there's plenty of ridges on the flywheel, so you have to read up on that. But the wear is pretty even and not too many hot spots, so all good things. All that was left to do was put in the order for the Lightened single mass flywheel and clutch kit and give everything a damn good clean, ready for bolting it all back together. Well, that's it for part one. The car's in pieces, ready to be rebuilt, and the parts have been ordered. Tim at OEM Parts House is helping us out with the genuine stuff, so he's going to be sending us seals and the slave cylinder ready for the rebuild, which will happen in hopefully about a week.
Thanks for watching, and join me for part 2 on Nathan's Garage.